As I sit here preparing to edit this next video from one of our brave creators, I must pause to collect my thoughts. For what she is about to tell you is beyond my wildest dreams and ideals for what I thought our country stood for. I could have easily just reposted this and will do so as well, but I had to interject my opinion before sending it out. I knew our new leaders would be a handful and that we would have to go into a dark place in order to try and understand their direction. But this goes beyond anything that I could have foreseen. I applaud this young lady for bringing this information out. I know in the near future I will be commenting on many misguided actions from this new administration. But this reality is straight out of a horror show. There are some that will react to it in severe disbelief. But what keeps me up at night is that there is a swath of people in this country that will be okay with it and that they live among us. I can only hope and must believe that the fragile guardrails we have in place will hold. At least in my lifetime, our country hasn't faced a threat such as this from within inside our borders. But we as citizens must keep our heads about us and proactively take a stance against this chaos.
A memo from the Attorney General was leaked. It was dated February 5th, 2025, from the Office of the Attorney General in Washington, D.C. Memorandum for all department employees from the Attorney General. Subject: reviving the federal death penalty and lifting the moratorium on federal executions. I'm not going to read all of this. I'm going to read just some excerpts. There's one really important, critical, and grave phrase. Since our nation's founding, the federal government and nearly every state has relied upon the death penalty as a just punishment for the most egregious crimes. It then goes on to talk about how at some point the United States lost their way and stopped using the death penalty. And bear with me because it's kind of blurry, so I'll try to read my clearest. These actions severely undermine the rule of law and grievously damage the public's trust in the justice system. For the victims of these horrific crimes and the loved ones left behind, these actions betrayed our sacred duty and broke our promise to achieve justice. That shameful era ends today. Going forward, the Department of Justice will once again act as the law demands, including by seeking death sentences as inappropriate cases and swiftly implementing those sentences in accordance with the law. Now, not only is the death penalty now applicable for the most egregious of cases, the policy shall be applied to cases involving non-drug capital crimes by cartels, transnational criminal organizations, and aliens who traverse our borders and remain in the United States without legal status. This memo, dated February 5th, 2025, legalizes the death penalty for anyone illegally here in the United States and implements a death penalty to be swiftly enacted upon. And my guess is that in Guantanamo and wherever else those detainees are, they're already gone. As someone was sending this to me, thank you, friend, I was recording a different video advocating for the abolishment of the death penalty. And now our genocide is legal.